The hottest question in real estate is, do I have to pay a buyer broker? And my answer to that is simple. When did you ever have to? In other words, all these rule changes don't change the fundamentals. It just changes how we indicate and where we indicate the co-op commission. And for most sellers, it always comes back to this value equation, which is they want to sell the house for the most money on their terms and on their timeline. And there's a true principle that fear of loss is twice as strong as fear of what to gain. So when working with the seller client, it really just comes down to saying, we didn't have to then, we don't have to now, but let's talk about the reasons that we might want to and what would be the case if we didn't. And when framed with what could be lost by not co-oping to a buyer broker, most sellers in my career have come very quickly around to the idea of offering a compensation package to whoever brings the buyer. With vocabulary around what's at stake in your process for selling homes for top dollar, this shouldn't be a difficult conversation. Go to the facts. What's at stake? What your experiences have been, and what you see happening in the marketplace. And based on that alone, motivated, logical sellers will likely come around to the idea that it's in their best interest to co-op. Most people sell houses every 3, 5, 10, 20 years. They don't actually know how this all works. So it's our job to make sure they buy our story, not theirs, which is not a fake story. It's the story of the facts of the marketplace, how this all works, the way that buyer agency functions, and from that, you should have a very easy conversation around co-oping and commission.